everybody. Welcome to the very first installment or the very first episode, whatever we're calling this today. But welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole. I am your host, Bunny Sugars, and thank you so much for joining me this evening. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. But since we're, all getting in here, getting acquainted again, because I haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks or, in a couple days. It was literally Monday you saw me, but we'll get back to that later. It's been a few weeks. So we're going to go ahead and let's just get into some house rules real quick. But while you're getting comfortable, don't forget to hit the like and the share and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell when you want to see the next episode of whatever we're doing here. We do have some other shows lined up this Monday, or I'm really behind on days, aren't I? Today's Wednesday. So that's Wednesday. We do have some other shows after mine, and I'll list them at the end of the show. However, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons and just get a notification and a heads up for when we're live next. Now, I am going to go through the house rules really quick because we're back to that again. Today with me is not a interview show. We are back to doing tarot today. So as per usual, go ahead and ask your burning questions in the chat, especially if you're sitting here on Facebook or YouTube. Look in the chat below. You are more than allowed to ask any kind of burning questions you have. Just remember, we cannot do pregnancy, we cannot do medical, we cannot do legal. Those are big no-nos in other countries especially, and we can't answer that. That is out of our jurisdiction and not within our profession. So keep that in mind when you're asking your questions. And for my favorite of all time cheat code, you can donate to skip the line. So if there are too many questions and too many people are going in ahead of you and you want to really get your question answered, you can go to journeyryanlive.com and you can go ahead and click the donation button. You can get a 3-minute, a mini, a medium, and a mega. The medium and the megas are all untimed. So you can go ahead and do that if you wish to skip the line. And as well, if you would like as well, on journeyryanlive.com, you can go ahead and leave a review. And there might be a little special surprise if you leave a review on journeyryanlive.com. So remember that site because that's going to be really important. And if you need any cues, go ahead and look. If you're on the chats on YouTube and Facebook, look down below and you'll get a links in the chat from the bot, and it'll be right there. It'll say journeyryanlive.com and it'll take you to the prompt so you can go ahead and submit donations. So I think I've kind of handled the majority of the house rules. Everyone be nice, let's play nice, and let's have a lot of fun tonight. So I think that's it. So let's go ahead and kind of get started for the night. I hope everyone's having a good time. So let's bring up our first question from the Miss Lovely Unique Smith. She said, will money change for the better for us soon? And I understand that concern, Unique, and I'm so happy to see you again. I'm so happy I'm starting to recognize names now that I've been on for a while. So I hope you've been doing well. So in terms of money, what I think is going to be happening is I think you are going to have a moment where things are it's going to be a little bit of a rocky moment, Unique. It's going to be a little bit rocky, unfortunately. However, what I do see is a kind of a move on. I feel like it's going to be a bit suspended. There's a need for you to really kind of hone in and capitalize on what you have. I don't see things moving forward for you right here, right now. Yes, you will get the money you're looking for, but the thing here is it's going to be a little bit farther out. I almost feel like another 3 months time before things can start coming together, because you're sitting here with the 7 of Cups reversed. You are in a situation where you're not looking at a whole lot of options. It will get better. It's just not going to get better in a time frame you would like. And so this is going to require you to really put in some super duper tight efforts, especially in regards to your money and being able to stay grounded within that, because it's almost like there's so many small things happening. You're not able to just keep a hold on what you need to keep a hold of. And I can understand that, but it is going to get better. This right here, though, the next 2 to 3 months is really going to be an unfortunate rocky period for you. And I hope I was able to help give you a little bit more clarity on that situation, Unique. So I can totally understand, though. This 2023 has been a really ugly year financially for me as well. So I really do pray that things get better for you. So let's go ahead and jump to our next question. Remember, everyone, feel free to look into a donation on journeyryanlife.com if you wish to skip the line. And Miss Ailani, beautiful name, asks, when do you see a good job opportunity coming that will bring in financial stability this fall? So I'm feeling, in terms of time frame, I hear 7. This could be within 7 weeks or within 7 days. So I feel like just in terms of your career opportunity coming, you are going to get something within probably about 7 weeks. So let's take it into like a good month. So I do see an opportunity incoming for you, especially with this Page of Cups. I think it's going to be something that resonates with you. It's going to be something you like. So that's always a good thing. However, because you have this 3 of swords reversed, this is talking about it's almost like a sudden fulfillment is what I feel like is gonna happen. Ailani says, okay. Oh, the little smiley face is so cute. But it's going to be a sudden fulfillment that happens. It's going to come a little bit out of nowhere. It's going to happen when you least expect it, and it's going to be the best thing that happens for you. What this opportunity will be exactly, I can't say for sure. That might be out of my mental jurisdiction, unfortunately. But what I do think is within about a 7-week time frame, you may be able to find what you're looking for. But always take a time frame with a grain of salt, because time moves fluidly. Free will rules all, and sometimes time is not always going to be your friend, but spirit will make it happen when it's time to happen. So it's coming for you. So let's go ahead and jump in. I hope that I was able to answer your question, Ailani. So thank you so much. And so let's see what our next question is. Joycelyn. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm so sorry. Hi, do you see money coming my way as a big sum? Thank you kindly, she says. Ooh, y'all, we are all in the trenches. We're all looking for our bag this month. Man, me too. I can't even say I'm not. Let's see. Is your money going to come in soon? Not as soon as you're hoping it would be. Is it going to be a lump sum? Not as large as a sum you would like it to be. Let me explain for you, Joycelyn. So you're sitting here with a Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords, however, is reversed. That communication about the money, that incoming influx is not coming as far or as fast as you would like it to. Unfortunately, Knights move very slow, and in this reverse position, it's just not going to be coming when you want it to be. However, there are some decisions behind this particular sum of money that need to be made. So it could be, because I don't have the full scope or idea, unfortunately, this can be revolving around if it's a career decision that you need to look into, if it's a move you need to make, if it's something that you need to communicate, because swords is all about communication. So there's something you need to communicate to somebody because there's a choice that needs to be made. It's not coming in, and there's a choice that needs to be made. So it's kind of like there's someone you need to talk to in regards to this to kind of push the ball a little bit farther. It sounds like someone is very confused about a scenario revolving around this lump sum or this money that you're looking for. Someone doesn't have the full scope or the full story. And so this is why communication needs to come in, because if they don't have the full scope, they can't make this happen to you. And that's putting you in this hanged man position is what I feel like this is. So if there's no communication behind the scenario or why or what you need, then that person cannot get it to you. And that might be what's happening here. There is lack of communication revolving around this sum of money. So I do hope I was able to answer that. There's someone you need to talk to in order to get that ball rolling. So I hope I was able to help you. I'm rolling through these a little fast, aren't I, today? So thank you so much. And let's see if there's another question that has come in. Karina, I remember your name. I see, look, I'm getting better here, y'all. I'm remembering names about everybody. Hello, Bunny, she says. I have found a little girl dog. Aw, and I'm thinking to adopt. Do you see us being a good fit for each other, please? Thank you so much. Have a fabulous show. Thank you so much. And that's such a cute question. I love that. I haven't had to get a new animal since I got my last rabbit, but I understand that can be a nerve-wracking situation, especially when you're not sure if you're really 100% ready. Fortunately, I think you're ready because you're starting with this Three of Swords reverse. So I think you're ready. I don't think you're going to be as bad as a parent as you think you are a dog parent. And quite frankly, I almost feel like you're putting the cart before the horse mentally, right? And what I mean by that is you're overthinking the scenario before the scenario even gets a chance to happen. So you've already kind of dictated what kind of parent you think or pet parent you think you would be before you even get a chance to be the pet parent. I do see where this Nine of Wands reverse is almost a reflection of yourself. Corinna says, oh, with the heart emojis, the heart eyes emojis. 100%. I think you're psyching yourself out because this is a very positive card. This Three of Swords reverse, very positive. Corinna says, yes, totally. Yeah, you have to stop psyching yourself out because A, you're not very confident with this Queen of Wands reverse. You're not feeling really secure in what you can provide. I personally think, considering it's like almost, look at these two cards, especially these two queens. Put them, now that we know that you're psyching yourself out, reverse them. Reverse them. You're going to be a very impactful pet parent. This is going to be something that feels fulfilling to you, and you're going to do fine. And you're going to be more grounded than you think you are. Because you're psyching yourself out, I felt the need to flip those cards around because we know that this not victory, this Nine of Wands reverse, that's not true for what's happening here. You're not giving. Me and the Bell finally have started our love affair for the season. But Miranda, I hope I was able to help you. And I do see you being a wonderful pet parent. Stop psyching yourself out. You're going to do just fine. So thank you so much. Let's go ahead and jump into our next question. So Cindy says, good evening. I had a surprise message last night from my friend Jay, who I haven't heard from in 11 months. They're going through cancer. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. She said sorry, didn't mean to hurt. Talk later. I just want to know, will they talk to me later? Oh my goodness, Cindy, I am so sorry because that is something so tough for everyone involved. Oh, Cindy corrected herself. They said sorry and didn't mean to hurt me. Oh, I can understand. I think it's a very stressful time. I think if you give your friend a little bit more time, they will. Like, look at this coming in. This is an action taken with an Ace of Wands upright, and then you have a Knight of Wands here. This is talking about a very defined yes. This is very much a yes. And then we have a Page of Wands. This is another yes. Look at all the wands. Look at all the fire and look at all the wands. This is action clearly being taken into making this happen for you. So yes, they are most definitely going to contact you. Just give them a moment because I think it's almost a process, a digestion that they need to go through before they message you again. Cindy says, oh wow. Look, I rarely get my cards, my wands like this. We're missing like a couple more. You almost got a full suit of wands. I love that for you. That is the most defined confirmation I could give you. So yes, definitely they are going to message you back. Just give them a little bit of space and a little bit of time. I do think they are sincere in their apology as well. So just give it time. I think this is a process and just be there for them during this process. And I hope I was able to help give you some guidance on that one. So thank you so much, Cindy. And let's jump right into the next one. We are flying today. So Ava asks, hello, I like the man that I will see in 2 months. Do you see him asking me on a date? Oh, yes. Look, we've hit my favorite topic with the love cards, and now we can switch up the decks a little bit. So you want to know. Let's see. We're starting off very interesting because I do think yes, but. And that but is very specific. And I'm going to tell you why. So we're starting off here. You've got this Queen of Mirrors card. You are that girl. You are a baddie to him. You're a baddie to him. So that's a good thing. However, he is already displaying some red flags. You may be aware of them. You may see them, but be very careful because it feels like this relationship or this situationship between the two of you feels a bit a little lost in the clouds. This is a daydreamer card. This is a little bit telling me that it's like fantasy fulfillment. This gives me, there could be a little bit of genuineness to it, but there's more, I want what I want when I want it. And I feel like he may not be taking the relationship, or what could be a relationship, 100% seriously between the two of you. So I'm telling you now, act with caution, because it seems like he may not be 100% as serious as he wants to come on, because remember, you are that girl. You are a baddie. You are all that, a bag of chips, and then some. The problem is this red flag and this fantasy fulfillment, I feel like, is what's going on. And then also be careful, because there may be some people who are not thrilled about this. Be careful around people, especially him. He might talk too much. It almost feels like he talks too much. Like he's going to get with you and he's going to be like, oh, I got this girl. This is Belle. But yes, be really careful with that one, because there's something about him that's a little bit off. But I do hope I was able to help. But certainly y'all are going to go on a date, just generally. So, all right, let's jump into our next question. Let's see. Jose says, hi, will I find work abroad, please? Of course. That sounds so fun, work abroad. However, I think in this scenario, I don't think so. I don't see you coming through with the work abroad, unfortunately. I think there's just something else better that's coming up for you. And I feel like this would hang you up in certain aspects of your life. So we do have a hanged man card here and next to this. So you're going to be hanging. Oh, this is hangman. Look, sometimes my brain moves faster than my mouth can move. And sometimes it's reversed. So please bear with me. So basically, I don't see this abroad work happening for you right now. However, what I do think is there's a reason this is happening, and it has more to do with spirit, because I almost wonder if you are trying to plot out the rest of your life. You're trying to find some form of security here. But I think this work abroad would probably keep you in a suspended situation, as in you're not going to be able to find what you're looking for exactly. So if you were to get this career, this job, it almost hangs you up a little bit. And I almost think that there's something else that is going to be coming for you, and you're going to hear about it in a few weeks. You're going to get a call or something in a few weeks. And I think what's going to happen is you're going to get a different opportunity. So I think this one right here isn't it, but there's something else coming on the back end that's going to be better for you. This is just a slow down period. This is just we're just going to readjust the plan, is kind of how spirit wants to phrase that. We're just giving you a little bit of a nudge in a different direction. So don't give up. I do think it's not going to happen the way you want it, but something is going to come through for you that's going to be extremely beneficial and get you out of that hangman position. So I hope that was able to help you, Jose. And thank you so much. So remember, everybody, you can donate to skip the line. If there are too many questions coming in and you're getting impatient, you can skip the line. And also, if you like my readings, please feel free to leave a review at journeyryanlive.com. And if you're looking to do donations, go to journeyryanlive.com. So let's continue. I'm a mess. So Taylor wants to know, when do you see me moving to my own apartment? Ooh, you guys are really getting me with these timing questions today. I think it's going to be next year, Taylor. I don't think, well, next year is literally 10 minutes away. I'm going to streamline that for you, I promise. It's not going to happen right now, but I do see it happening. So first and foremost, you have a page of wands. This is incoming, but pages don't move as slow as knights, but it is a coming in. It's just going to take a little bit more meticulous planning and being more defined in what you want. So when you're thinking about this, tell spirit exactly what you want, how you want it, when you want it, how much is it going to cost, where the location is, and then do you have a beachside view or not? Give them the specifics when you're thinking about this, because I do see it happening for you. I feel like, though, it's going to be into the spring or summer next year. It's not going to be right now, but it's coming very, very soon. Coming, just not this year. But if you're a little bit more patient, it's going to be worth it, because that Four of Wands is always a good card, especially when you're talking about your happiness in your home. So just keep that 100% in your mind. And then when you're asking for spirit to make this happen, give them the address, the location. Are we on the beachfront property? Everything. Are we in the Alps? Tell them everything you want and be very specific, because it can come to you. You just got to be very direct with what you want. So I hope that was able to help you, my friend. And let's jump right into our next question. Y'all keep them coming, because we got time today. All right, Tracy asks, does Emori really have good intentions for me, please? Ooh, we get to switch. So Emori, does Emori have good intentions? Let's see. Oh, okay. So off the bat, you have this card. This is a Nine of Roses reverse. This is a meeting the parents card. This can talk about a lot of future happiness between the two of you. This is the moving forward in a relationship. I do not 100% see him having the most purest intentions with you. And it's not because he's trying to do something super duper sneaky or ulterior. I think he's just not honest with and direct with how he wants the relationship to be. So if he's not giving you concrete, I want to be in a relationship with you, or I want to have a family with you, or I'm not trying to date, I'm trying to get married. He's not being direct, and he's not being for real. Basically, with this Eight of Flutes card, this is called self-elimination. Basically, he's going to rat his own self out over time because he's not being upfront. He's kind of feeding you. Oh, and Taylor says, thank you. You are so welcome, Taylor. Your picture's gorgeous. I've always admired your pictures. Like, ooh, girl. But basically, I feel like what he is trying to do, Emori, it's like he's trying to feed you this fantasy, but you're kind of starting to see through it. And that's why you're kind of like, I don't know about that. So I really do not think he is really in it for the right reasons. He's not trying to long haul this. He's here. He's like French fries. He's here for a good time, but not a long time. It's like our cholesterol. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So I really don't see him having the purest intentions. What those intentions are, it really feels like he's just trying to have fun. I don't really think he's trying to get into the seriousness of a relationship. This is Nine of Rings reverse. That's giving me a lot of, I just want something for the moment, because I'm not seeing him being really for real about what he's offering you. Oh, next. I had more because I wanted to be really nosy about him. But regardless, I hope that was able to help you, my friend. And let's jump into the next question. All right, let's see. Clarissa says, am I really connecting with my person the way I think I am? Ooh, okay. We got good questions today. I'm so excited. We got great questions today. We get to get deep into it. So let's see. Is she really connecting with her person? I think you are. I think your expectations need to be adjusted, though. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that more so in there's a little bit of you that is kind of 100% gung-ho on this idea of what your person is and who your person is and what they may be for you. The problem is we're forgetting that they could be a little bit different than what exactly you're expecting. So it's almost like you have to remember there's a compromise here. There's a compromise in it that you need to reach in your head, that I want all these qualities, and you may get these qualities in a person, but it may not be 100%. I feel like because you have such high expectations for what type of person you are supposed to be with, you're not fully utilizing your intuition the way you're supposed to. So it's like, because you're waiting for your person to be just like this, and you're not going to move your chess piece or put your toe into the dating pool until you have a person who meets all these expectations, you're almost kind of mentally locking yourself out. It's almost like you've conjured up this type of person that you're looking for, and you're causing yourself anxiety when you don't find it. So you're questioning your intuition, you're questioning spirit if you're really getting this connection, which you are, but your expectations are so high. And what exactly you're expecting, you have psyched yourself out intuitively. if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So we're sitting here on this bed with these swords pointing at you. Your anxiety is off the roof because you're not getting. Really, me and this Belle are going to have a true love affair. We're going to have a moment, but I hope I was able to help you, Clarissa, because I wanted to get deeper into that. So thank you so much for your question. And let's just jump into it, y'all. Oh, Clarissa says, girl, probably because I'm imagining a 6-foot tall hockey player reading problems. Ma'am, what is with everyone and hockey players this season? Like, that is a theme. I need to understand because I don't got one of them. I'm very confused. I want to know what the appeal is. I want to know what's up with the hockey player thing. However, I do hope I was able to help you. Thank you so much. And let's just jump into the next question because someone's going to answer this hockey player question for me. So Ying asks, why did Courtney stop talking to me without no explanation? Ooh, okay. So Courtney stopped talking to you, and I hate when it seems like friendships or relationships end like that. But why with no explanation? I want to ask you, can you tell me how long you two were in communications? Were you two in a relationship? Because based off what I'm picking up intuitively, it feels just like they were not feeling you the way you were to them. It's like they were not super invested in the energy that you were putting down. They weren't really, she wasn't ready to be with, it's like you two almost mismatched each other. Let's see. So your first card out is the Ace of Roses. This is a first impression. It wasn't so good, and it has to do with the energy. She was not connecting with your energy that you were giving off. And so it's almost like a ghosting situation is what that felt like. It's like, I just really am not into this, unfortunately. And so takes an action and then kind of shakes up the house by just kind of dipping out. It's like, I've got to go get some milk. I'll be back and never return sort of situation. That's what I feel like. I feel like it was just a situation of you two just not having connecting personalities or mismatching energy in some way. And I feel like for her, she just wasn't into you or into the connection that way. And so her first thought was just to bounce, because I feel like she's not emotionally mature enough to speak on those feelings like she needs to. And so instead of having to talk more direct about what she's feeling, she ended up just leaving because it's easier that way. I don't have to sit there and explain. I don't have to explain myself for a reason. I can just go. We weren't. Oh, Ying, I'm so sorry, because situations like that are really stuck. But I do hope I was able to help give you a little bit more clarity on that. And thank you so much for your question. So into the next question we go. I love these love and romance questions. Keep them coming. Oh, yes. Yvette, excuse me. Yvette wants to know, hi, does David want a serious relationship with me? Ooh, I love relationship questions so much. That is my favorite. I can answer those all day long. See, I'm going to be honest with you, friend. No, he does not want the long term. He is not looking at the long term. You have the hometown card. This is the 9 of Rings. You can look at this as growing together, building together. Then you have a 4 of Roses. This is like your 4 of Wands. This is a mansion card. This is everything. The white picket fence, the happy life, the happy wife, the children, the sky is blue, and the it's like Desperate Housewives level type of look at how perfect my life is sort of thing. He's not giving that. He doesn't want that. I feel like he does not have the desire to be as serious as you would like him to be. And he's just not being upfront. It's almost like he doesn't want to tell on himself because he likes you, but he's not looking to give this the college try and really put his best foot forward to make this long term with you. His intention feels more in the moment or very short term. Again, French fries, here for a good time, not a long time sort of energy. So I don't think he's trying to give you that white picket fence that you're looking for. So I hope that was able to help you, and I hope I was able to answer your question. And thank you so much. And remember, everybody, if you'd like to skip the line, because there are a whole lot coming in, and I love that for us. You are welcome to go give a donation for a 3-minute, a medium, 3-minute, mini, medium, or mega reading, and you can do that at journeyryanlive.com, or you can click the prompts down below on Facebook and YouTube, and you can be taken right there. And don't forget, if you like your readings tonight, please leave me a review. I like reviews. They make me happy. until I get tired and Cassidy, the card slinger, she gives me the hearts and the bunny emojis. I love Cassidy. She's cool. She's a cool lady. So on to the next set of questions. Keep them rolling, you guys. We have a good amount of time today. Suzanne asks, could I ask you about my love life until the end of this year, please? Oh, okay. That's going to be a little bit of a long one. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get into the entire, 4 months we have until the end of the year, but I'm going to do my best. So your love life, I feel like, is on a little bit of a pause. I do think someone is going to come for you, but it's not going to be the person you expect. If anything, I feel like someone from your past is going to come up. That's the first thing I felt. So before the end of this year, someone from your past, this could be an ex-lover, ex-partner, ex-persons, they are going to come right back up to you. But this is someone who you kind of lost yourself with. This is someone who you were not 100% keen on. This is someone where the relationship was a little bit on the toxic edge. This is someone you need to walk away from. So basically this year, or the remainder of this year within your love life, is going to be about closing out cycles. And that's exactly what needs to happen. There's cycles that need to be closed out. Now, you're coming in here with this Queen of Pentacles energy, so you're grounded. Right now, you're in a really good state, but when this person pops back up, they're going to shake you a little bit because your anxiety is going to come back. I hear November very clearly, so this could happen sometime around the holiday season, November if you're in the US. That's our holiday season over here. So be very aware that this person is going to come back. And they are going to try and rattle you up. They're going to try and, what do the young people say? They're going to give you the riz or whatever the heck they're talking about nowadays. He's basically going to try and jazz you up a little bit into this idea of like what he can do better. It's just don't, because he's not really giving you what you're looking for. I feel like your actual romantic relationship is, we can't finish talking about what's coming up next because I had more to say, but if you would like more, you are more free to go ahead and leave a donation. We can finish up, or you can ask another question. But in the meantime, I hope I was able to give you a little bit more clarity. Hey, Mom, that is my younger brother. Hi, sister. Hello, Kevin. I like when my family just pops up randomly. That makes me happy. I'm so glad they're watching, though. And thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for asking and leaving questions. We're going to keep jumping into this. So let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Oh, someone answered me about the hockey players, finally. Big Bad Blue says, hockey players have big muscles and big personalities and tend to be a little dumb. We call those himbos. You know what? I get it. I was really going to say, no, we don't want that. Yes, we do. Let me stop telling on myself. We get it. I can understand. Look, I too am a woman of specific taste. So I get the appeal here. Oh my God. Suzanne says, thanks a lot. Appreciate you. Are so very welcome, Suzanne. And let's jump into this next question. Suzanne with the heart kissy face with thank you. Kelly says, hello, Bunny. Will my financial situation improve by the end of the year? Girl, friend, I'm hoping, because I'm hoping all of ours do. We have been struggling this whole month, this whole year. It's been rough with the money. So I'm hoping one of us gets an improvement. I hope this year one of us gets an improvement. So let's see. Is an improvement coming for Kelly within her finances? Yes, soon, not when you're expecting it. That is like literally the key. That is the key. It is coming not when you're expecting it. It's going to be probably toward the tail end. I hear like December. It's going to be toward the tail end. So you're coming in with the 4 of Cups reverse. There is an opportunity that's going to come for this to happen. The problem is it's going to take a little bit longer. You do have a King of Pentacles reverse here, so you're not going to be in that space that you need to be. This could also be the person with the money not being able to deliver out just yet. There's something that needs to be figured out first, and there's also something that needs to change first. But I do see this incoming with the Page of Cups coming in, and for some reason money and cups and pages are really popular today. It must be the energy, but soon. And I'm hearing like the edge of December, the tail end, like we're skirting the line of December. So Kelly says, I sure hope so, Bunny. Amen, girl. Look, I'm hoping for a break for one of us because we can't be cute and broke out here. That's just not the energy we need to exude in 2023. We can't be baddies and broke. I would like us to all pick a struggle, including myself. But thank you so much, Kelly. I do hope I was able to help a little bit, but look forward to the edge of the year, and it's going to start fixing itself real soon. So jump into our next question. Y'all going to get sick of me on this show. Kelly says exactly. Yes. Look, Kelly, I'm talking to myself too, because I also need to pick a struggle. I can't be cute, broke, and sad. We gotta pick a struggle for the month. Thank you so much, Kelly. And let's jump into the next question. Kelly says, thank you so much. Thank you, friend. Oh my goodness. Y'all are gonna get sick of me on this show real soon. I got nothing but jokes for you. It's usually directed at me. All right, so next one. Firefly says, hi, Bunny. The Aries is giving mixed messages. Ooh, well, you said Aries, but the Aries is giving mixed messages, holding back and being emotionally unavailable. Is his heart space still with his ex, or currently, or is he shy and reserved? You said Aries, and you told me everything without telling me. I knew. I think he's more of a subdued kind of person. I think he's more shy. I don't think there's an ex kind of coming through here. I think his ex tries to probably put little whispers in his ear, but he's not really falling for it. But I do see with this rose ceremony card, he is kind of trying to give you something. He's just more very reserved. He's much more very reserved. And with this 9 of Roses card, this is talking about, the longevity, the future. This is also called meeting the parents. This is talking about the long-term trajectory that he's trying to go on. And I think he is just shy, reserved, maybe a little bit hot and cold. And I feel like that's because he's more emotionally reserved. And it's not because he wants to be emotionally reserved. That is just his nature as a person. Most Aries, we know them to be very outgoing and very fiery. There are Aries that are very shy and subdued, but then will hurt all of your feelings in about 30 seconds. That's what I feel like he's like. So very subdued internally. I do think his ex tries to do things behind the scenes, try and talk to him, try and get to convincing like, oh, maybe we could or we couldn't. I don't think he falls for it that much. I don't think he's into her or into that foolishness. I do think that he's just a little bit more subdued with his feelings. He's not great at emotional communication. So I think it's just going to be him getting used to how he is as a person, but he is trying to give you that long. Yes, the bell. And Firefly says, yes, he doesn't seem like a typical Aries. He's probably a little bit cuspy, but I think he's just a little bit more reserved, which is good. So there's no exterior involvement, I see. So I hope that was able to help, Firefly. And thank you so much for your question. And let's just jump into the next one. Let's see. Monica, will I meet my divine soulmate soon? Oh, okay. those are big terms. I do like, can we have like a moment to talk about the term soulmate? Because everyone wants one. But I mean, your soulmate can also be someone who you're not romantically supposed to be with. Sometimes it could be like your best friend or something like that. So soulmate is a little bit subjective, but it's a long-term person who just gets you. Yes, I do think you're going to meet them. And I hear specifically before the end of this year. There is a chapter that you need to close out, though. Let me explain. So you have a page of cups. You have a page of cups. This is talking about something incoming towards you romantically, communication, expression. However, what's coming towards you is something that you were meant to close out a long time ago. This could be an ex. This could be someone you thought was your divine soulmate. Monica, my divine masculine. That's also another way to put it. But I think there's someone that you were supposed to fully close out, lock down, like bury the hatches, let them go into the ether, who is still probably going to try and come around. This is someone from your past. So you are going to get to that divine masculine, because the one from your past is not the divine masculine. Don't do that to yourself. They are in the past for a reason. But before you hit that, there is this that needs to be closed. This Ten of Swords, that means there is a cycle that is yet to end. And this was a painful one between you and another. We need this like this. Before I can give a definite yes, we need this to be like this. So this person's going to try and come back. They're like a bad habit, or they have a bad habit. I will say that. They're going to keep trying to sweet talk you, romance you, and be like, you know, I've changed. I'm better. It's that same kind of talking point that they all do. Don't do it. You need to go ahead and just eliminate this person, because they're going to try and play on your feelings. Don't let these people out here play on your emotions. People have time, effort, and energy, and quite frankly, we don't have that time or energy. So let those past relationships go. But they're coming. That new one is coming. Just let the old one go. And I hope I was able to help you, Monica. Thank you so much. And Firefly says, thanks so much, Bunny. You are so very welcome, both of you. So let's jump into our next question. Let's see. Oh, Monica says, sure. Thank you so much for your question, Monica. All right. Rebecca asks, hi, Bunny. Is my daughter going to get her apartment in November? Ooh, that's always an exciting time to get your first apartment, to do something new and jump out the nest. Let's see. I feel like the answer is a little bit tricky. I think the answer generally is a yes, but it's still going to be a situation where she'll still probably come to your house and be like, hey, Mom, I need some help. Hey, Mom, can you help me with this? Hey, I kind of need some help. I do think the answer is yes. I do think that this opportunity will present itself, but I do think there's almost a level of needing to balance things out. So this is almost going to be like a feeling of rejection. If that is something that you two have been going through, that's going to make itself very present, because in the attempt to balance something out, it almost feels like your daughter may feel a little bit rejected. It feels like a forced ejection for her, potentially. Even if that's not what she's saying, it feels like this is happening so fast. So I almost wonder if she's not fully ready. However, Rebecca says, oh man, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a situation where it might emotionally become a little bit sticky for the two of you, because she may not see this as something, she's wanted it, but she's not, but is she ready? And it almost feels like can I manage my money properly enough? Like, it's like, can I manage my money properly enough? And I feel like the answer is not really. So she wants it, she desires it, but she's not really in an adult way ready for the type of responsibility, and that's going to be a little bit complicated. Rebecca says, right. So because me and this bell, but Rebecca, I did have more I wanted to get into, but I do hope I was able to help answer your question for you. Thank you so much. And let's kind of just jump in. And Monica says, thanks. You are so very welcome, Monica. I appreciate that. So let's just jump into our next question. We got a lot of juicy questions today. And don't forget, if you're having a good time here, feel free to leave a review at journeyryanlive.com. Or if you like to skip the line and give it or do a donation to, get into the front and get me real quick, you can go ahead and donate on journeyryanlive.com. And the links to that, all those things are down below. So let's jump into our next one. I can't wait to do more questions. This is getting fun. We got time today. And so while we're waiting for the next question, let's talk about why our exes keep coming back. Let's talk about why we can't escape nothing in 2023. Like, it's always exes coming back around November. It's a very bittersweet time. And I almost wonder if that's because of like fall. Like the fall, things are dying, but then also things are changing and things are blooming. And it almost makes me wonder if when these people come back. Oh, Corinna says virtual hugs. Oh, thank you, Corinna. I love you guys so much. But I almost wonder if like when the seasons change, when we start entering the fall season, is it a situation where people start reminiscing, they start remembering, they start looking back on the year and how they've lived their life during that year. And then people start having regrets. And then they come back during the fall trying to be a changed person, like the new leaves on the trees. But are they really? It just always has made me wonder. Like, it's always made me wonder specifically about why during the fall we always seem to have either romantic difficulties or issues with exes. And I'm pretty sure somewhere there's an astrology solution to this. There's an astrology solution somewhere to this. So, I mean, quite frankly, we can talk to Squirrel and Journey. They come up next with the astrology breakdown. I'm so excited for that show. I'm going to be watching. So there's probably a more astrological based reason for why I've kind of noticed that during this time period. But yeah, that's just something that was on my mind recently. Like, why does this keep happening? And why are we all having money issues at the same time? But I know that was like a retrograde thing. Them planets got us jacked up this year. So let's see. Do we have any new questions that have come in? Let me check really quick. See what's coming up next for us. And until we get the new question that comes in, I'm going to just keep talking y'all faces off. Because, yeah. Thank you so much for my very first donation. Thank you so much, Pamela. Pamela would like to know, I would also like to know if a career change is in my future. Ooh, this is always exciting. This is fun. I like this. So let's see. Is a career change coming for Pamela in the future? I do not think so. And I say that because we're starting off. Let me draw a couple more cards, but we're starting off with the Six of Wands reverse. And that generally in a yes-no situation is a no. But I think there's something that needs to change. So let me explain. You're starting off with the Six of Wands reverse. In a yes-no scenario, this is typically a no. However, I feel like there isn't enough motion into making that happen. So I almost think that you're kind of on a thought process on the brink of trying to essentially kind of figure out in which direction you want to go. I feel like you're not really concrete 100% on what my career is supposed to be. Where exactly do I fit? So I almost wonder if that's why there's no forward motion in that thought. And I want to ask you really quick, if you can answer me when you can, do you feel connected to what you're doing now, but what is something you've always wanted to do? There's a need for you to look back, almost like at your inner child. There was something you used to do way back when. And I'm not sure if it was something artistic or something physical, but you may need to look back at that and reevaluate where exactly you stand in your career now and what exactly is missing. So I believe she actually made a comment, and I feel so bad because I missed it, but she said exactly, I saw it. I'm here with you, girl. I'm here with you. But I feel like because you are unsecure in what you're doing career wise, like where you're at in terms of what you are physically doing work wise, I believe that you are feeling insecure in every other area within your life right now because you're shaking in one and you're going to shake in everywhere else, because if this doesn't feel good, that doesn't feel good. So I don't see the change, but there's a need for you to look back. I need you to look back in your head and sit with yourself, meditate on it, really give an idea and think about it. There was something you used to do or that you wanted to do that you did not have the confidence to do. And I almost want to say it was something creative, like singing, something vocally that you were doing. I don't know if it was like public speaking or something like that, but it was something vocal related, or it has something to do with your lack of confidence and ability to speak up about things. Pamela says, I've been on the fence and I do not feel it's where I'm happy, and it's starting to affect my whole life. That's exactly what I picked up. I feel like it's time for you to sit down with yourself and just reevaluate, because I understand in this world we need money to survive, but also when we chase dollar signs, we can also impact our own happiness in the most really, really rambunctious way possible. And that might be what's happening. You're doing what you're doing for the moment so you can make it by, but you're not doing what you love. And so unfortunately, Pamela says, I've been talking about writing a book for years. Bam, that's it. Bam, 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 bam. You need to do it. You need to do it. I don't know. Don't think about it. Even with this job you have right now, you literally have the ability, if you can sometimes, sit there on your off time, get you a Google Doc on your phone and just go to town. Just start clicking and clacking. So Pamela, we were really getting into it, but you figured it out. It's time for you to start on it. Don't chase the dollar signs, but chase your happiness at the same time. You can have both. Thank you so much. Corinna says, really admire your psychic insight, Bunny. Oh my God, thank you so much, my heart. And Pamela, I do hope I was able to help lead you into the right direction. Don't put your dreams on the back burner, because we got to be adults. Like, if you got adult money, you can have kid dreams. Look at how I dress. I'm a whole grown woman. Do what makes you feel good. Everything doesn't have to be about the societal standard of adulthood. Follow your dreams too. It's all right. Pamela says, my daughter that passed sent me a message to write it. Thank you so much. You are so very welcome. Let's go, Spirit Team. We're going to tag team this today. I'm so glad I was able to help you. You are so very welcome. And I can't wait. Let me know when you release this book, because I'm going to buy it. That's just what it is. You don't get to say otherwise. I'm going to buy it. And so let's get into the next question. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome tonight. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for your donation. And our favorite person here, I love Clarissa. She's fun because she's going to tell me something fun. She says, mini reading, okay, no judgment. See, that's the fun thing that you were going to say. There is no judgment here. She says, I know it sounds a little bit out there. Whatever. No, it doesn't. I am connecting, question from earlier, with my person in conversations in mind. Any messages for him? What season is he coming? Okay, so that was a big one. But no, there's no judgment. I knew you were going to say something silly. There's no judgment here. We don't judge over here. Look at my Kirby's in the back. We don't judge here. And then you want to know any messages coming from him. I think A, yes, you are connecting. B, he is coming. The season is hot, because your first one out is a page wands, fire, hot season, summer. And then also the sun card. hot. The sun is hot. The rings are the blinding. It's hot. So this is probably more like summertime next year, and this is going to be after a shift in location. This is going to be after you move somewhere, because I don't think they're going to come up right now. Now is not the time. There's too much stress in your life. So what I feel like is going on is that you have to start seeing where things have to balance out first. He's asking you to look, I'm coming, but can you balance out what's happening with yourself first before you look for me? He's like, I'm gonna be there. And when I'm there. He's gonna come to you, but he's asking you things that are unfair, things that are not moving in the proper direction, things that you need to change, like a change of location, a change of how you interact with your family, a change in how you internalize, metabolize, and think about what exactly the end goal for you is. Once you sort that out, it moves forward. So that's kind of what I'm getting for him. And I feel like the season is hot. That sun, those wands were very apparent. It felt heat. If like heat had a color, it would be white. It was like you just landed on the sun. It was hot. That sounds like down south weather in the United States. But it's going to be hot. Just know that. It's going to be in the middle of summer. So I almost feel like a June, July, August situation is typically when it's the hottest. But this is going to come after a shifting of locations. He can't come right now because you have to. Clarissa said, I love you too. Oh my God, I love all y'all so much. But it's going to come after the shifting of space, headspace, location. It's basically that you need to shift everything in your life right now. Ooh, me and the bell. But do remember, sometimes what ends up happening is spirit is going to give you what you're looking for, but it's just never going to be in the time frame you're looking for. But just remember, when you make changes, then will these things come to you. And you know what changes you have to make. So just allow it to happen and be what it is. But you're on the right track, so don't worry. And thank you so much for your reading. And thank you so much for the beautiful donations. And I hope I've been able to help give some clarity. I hope so. Because shoot, that's a tough one. But don't worry, you're not crazy. Let's see. Let's get into our next question. Let's see, psychic. Oh, we seem to be having a little bit of a tech difficulty, and that is okay. So we're going to just go ahead and wait for our next question here. Nikki says, hello, Bunny. When will Emilian fly from Bulgaria to South Africa? You guys are really getting me with these timing questions today. Ooh, timing is not always my strong suit, but I'm going to give you an approximate. That one's a little bit hard. Can you tell me potentially if this is supposed to happen this year or next year? Because I feel like it's not this year. Again, it feels warm. This is like coming in spring, summertime. And in America, we're past that. If you're not in America, I don't know what season it is. So this could be actually very soon. It's a little bit hard. I don't really have the specifics on locational geographics, but I see this is happening soon. I'm not able to fully get a great time frame, but it's going to be during a warmer climate or a warmer season. So this could be either summer next year if you're in the United States, or if you're like overseas. I'm assuming like Australia is about to go through a winter period or a summer period. I'm not sure. I'm not great with the geographics, unfortunately, but I think it's going to be sometime during a warmer season. I'm not getting specifics on that though, and I'm sorry. But I do see it happening, definitely. So I hope I was able to help give a little bit of clarity. Unfortunately, that one's a little bit out of my jurisdiction, but I do hope I was able to help. And thank you so much for your beautiful question, too. And I think we have enough time for, she said, Nikki says, no, my guy is temporarily away from work. I see. Okay. I still am not able to get a clear time frame, unfortunately, Nikki, and that sucks. I'm sorry. But I do hope I was able to help a little bit. Now, we are approaching the end of our time, but thank you guys so much for joining me on my very first show, and me and my crazy self. I do want to let you guys know before I have to go, though, that you can catch Journey Ryan and the beautiful Psychic Squirrel on Astrology Breakdown at 8 p.m. today. And then you can also catch Whispers from the Forest with the Psychic Squirrel at 10 p.m. today as well. And Journey Ryan Live will be at midnight. So you get like a double dose of Squirrel and Journey today. And you guys are lucky. So I do hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for coming with me on this journey down the rabbit hole. And I cannot wait to see you guys next Wednesday at 8 and Monday at 6 for I Am Human. So thank you guys so much. Take care. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.